Hello, today we're looking at the song Edelweiss. We want to learn, you've played Edelweiss before, but today we're going to learn to play at least the top part of Edelweiss, adding to your right hand. So we know how to make chords in our left hand, but what do you do with the right hand? So I'm going to let you watch me first. I might say, that's the first line, but what am I doing with my right hand? Well, so here's my melody tone for the first note. Edelweiss, looking at A, the very first note there. I want to add something to that note, but I can't add that way. I can only add this way, lower notes, going down, because your ear will always hear that higher note. So what note could I add? Well, not B. Why not B? Because you want to look at the notes in your C chord, and you need to add one of those notes. I could add that one, G, but it's down pretty low. The notes in the C chord are C, E, G. One of the notes you could add for this to the right hand that's in the C chord is C, middle C. So I'd probably add middle C there. And I'm just going to use simple chords in the left hand for now. So I added a note to my right hand. The next note in the right hand is a G, but the chord is still C, so I could keep the C. So I would say, now the chord is going to change to G7. I'm going to reach up for the note, the melody tone, which is D, not this D, but this D. The notes that I could add to that D, and I remember I got to go this way, are either D, F, or G. And G is the closest one, although F is pretty interesting. I might add F or G, either one, or both, or one or the other. So let's look at that again from the beginning. Adding C, still adding C because I'm still in the C chord, and I go to the end of the word Edelweiss. The melody tone is D. Maybe I'm going to add F there. The next melody tone is a C, but the chord changes and is a C chord. So the note I might add there, well, I think I would add an E, and you start to see why, and I'm planning ahead. Then I come to my next melody tone, which is G, and I still can keep that E and use it again. So I would say A, Del, and then onto the F chord. C is one of the notes in an F chord, so I'm going to add C. So that first line might sound like, we're going to look at the next line. So we're going to look at the first two lines. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but the first two lines make sense. Here our melody tone is E. Our chord is C. I have to add going this way. I can't go up. I can only go down. So I'm going to add the note C. I'm going to keep the note C, and thinking ahead, when I go to A minor, I still have a C in A minor, so I don't have to change my added note. I can just leave it. And I can still use C, morning, U, because the chord doesn't change, so that C continues to work. When I get to the word greet, my chord changes to D minor, and I'm going to add D there. Now, when I go to G7th, and again, I'm kind of thinking ahead, there's that melody tone I can use, but D is also one of the notes of G7th, so I can just keep it. So in that second line, I might say, from the beginning, gone to the third line, well, it's the same as the first. And then we get to the very last line. So I guess we're actually looking at all of Edelweiss in here. To add to Edelweiss, here's my melody tone. The note I could add for the C chord, and remembering I can only go this way, I can't go that way. I can only go this way. I would add C, and then for the next note, I can just keep the C. You look, G7th is going to change. For G7th, well, the note is G. I could add an F or a D. I could add the G down below, but that's pretty far. I think I'm going to add the F because I can keep it through the whole happy two. Happy two. And now we're in the C chord. Those are my choices for notes. C, E, or G. I've already got a C. I could add G. I could add E, or I could add them both. And from the beginning, once you figure out what you're going to add, and there's nothing wrong with writing on a paper, as long as you really understand what you're doing. Try that. So there's the very beginning of learning how to add.